This time on Norfolk Perspectives, we got a whole bunch of award winners that are here to talk to you. The Alley Awards recognized Executive Director of Young Audiences of Virginia. The Crispus Attucks Cultural Center went to the White House and met Michelle Obama. We're going to talk about that. And then the libraries have been winning awards all over the place. They're going to talk just to you right here on Norfolk Perspectives. Welcome to Norfolk Perspectives. I'm Bob Batcher. Well, my first guest has sat here on the sofa before and told you and me that he was an icon, and now you got a plaque to prove it. So, welcome aboard, Bill Griggs, Young Audiences of Virginia. But this is much more than that, isn't it?
Well, this is a little bit different. I was very fortunate that a lady that I learned from in this very studio many years ago in the 80s, Vianne Webb. I was lucky enough that the Cultural Alliance of Hampton Roads bestowed upon me the Vianne Webb Lifetime Achievement Award. And I thought that they had looked at my health chart and figured that, you know, he wasn't going to be around much longer. But actually, I'm very busy at Young Audiences of Virginia, working, you know, placing professional artists in classrooms every day to teach interactive arts in education. And so we're having a great time. But it was really cool to receive this. One, because Vianne was a mentor of mine when I came here, and I knew the way she loved to work, and she was wonderful. But then again, Vianne herself was known for what she did for the arts in Hampton Roads. It was Vianne Webb who brought about putting 2 public radio stations in Hampton Roads in the 80s. She's the reason we have WHRO-FM and WHRV-FM. So to her credit, she spent a lifetime of doing things, and I'm very honored to be one of those who have won this award. So. And it looks just like my kitchen countertop.
I was going to say, is it okay? Let's kind of rewind
Sure.
here, because Vianne, I think, represents the spirit, though, of a true lifetime achiever,
Yes.
which is why it's been named after her.
Right.
I am fairly confident that if you stopped somebody on the street and said, you know, do you know Vianne? They would say, no. Do you know WHRO, WHRV? So the work that you all have done is remembered.
Yes.
Sometimes the individual's not.
Well, I wish that many, I will tell you that, I mean, I've been doing things in the cultural arts in Hampton Roads for over 35 years or so. I mean, when I was a student, I was already singing. I was singing semi-professionally when I was in high school, was singing for the governor. They would send me places so that I could be there and all that sort of thing, and went on to college and then became an entertainer at Opryland USA, and then that just led to more. And then I got involved in education, and then I was able to tour the country. And then when I came back, when I became a professional singer, it was the Portsmouth Public Schools that came to me and said, we want you to do for our children, Dr. Amy Alford, he said, I want you to do for the children what you do professionally as staging shows. And he had seen one of them. We did this thing called Back Home Again, Tommy Newsom, Welcome Home. And so we built a show with 24 singers and dancers, a full Pat Curtis and his big band and all of this back then. Tommy was there, and, you know, we set it up for him. And that was the start of my taking what I did professionally as a singer and as a stage person and applying the education part to it. So we did these wonderful shows for 9 years.
Well, now, you want to give me a couple of bars of some?
Yeah, right. Well, you got to pay for that. Anyway.
Oh, okay. Never mind, it's
right.
government
But
budget.
we worked with kids in grades K through 12, 200 of them at a time, on stage at Willett Hall. We would sell out 3 nights in a row, so that's 7,500 people that got to see them in a weekend. Did this for 9 years, worked with 1,800 kids. And to this day, they will find me on Facebook, and they will give me little snippets about what that study, that after-school activity did for them personally. Whether they may not have become a musician.
I was going to say, let's talk about that, because, I mean,
we do the
not everybody can be Bill Griggs.
And we don't want them to be. We want them to be better. We want them to be something more. It's just that when a child finds their place, when they find the fact that, oh, I can believe in myself, they hear applause for the very first time, and they say, oh, I'm accepted. They might not be accepted at home. They might come from a home that has maybe one parent, or what I call the revolving 2 parents, one that works early shift, one that works late shift, and the child is there in the middle. And it's a hard life. It's very difficult what they have to do. And they don't always get that nurturing that we would like for them to have. So that program did that. And that's one of the reasons I was recognized for other things. But today, at Young Audiences, that's what we do.
I was going to say, you got the Lifetime Achievement Award, Bill. Go home.
Yeah, go. Well,
you can't do that, can you?
No, you can't. I mean, when I had a business, I was always supporting the arts. I spent over 25 years volunteering here on the air at WHRO. I say in here because we're in the same studio, but I spent a long time, and I still volunteer on the air for them. And it's you just continue to give to your community, because if you don't, your community does not reflect its value of the people that live here. So everybody needs to do that.
With the emails or the Facebook postings you get from these kids that were the star for a half a minute on stage, and they're no longer on stage, what are they telling you?
They say their very first thing is, I wish they still had those programs for my children because my children needed them. Or now, because I'm older, they're saying, I wish my grandchildren had that advantage of having that program. Because of the arts have been cut back so much in the years, they don't have that after-school activity. Matter of fact, I was at a meeting this morning, and it was just tossed around. It would cost double to do what we did back then. But that reach was great because many of those children, some of them became professional entertainers, that's fine. But others became great teachers, they became doctors, they became great parents. They found a way to take their schedule, handle it, and achieve a goal and feel good about themselves. And the whole thing is a child feeling good about themselves, and that they say, yes, I am a good person, I'm worth something, I can go forward. And when you hit your stride, when you found out what it was in your life that was good and easy for you to do, it wasn't that it was easy, it's that you loved it. Well, as soon as you found that thing you loved, your grades shot straight up.
Right.
So it's very important to us at Young Audiences that we go in there and we teach science, technology, engineering, and math using professional artists with their art discipline to help that child understand that concept. We call it flipping the switch. And that's what we do today. So, I'm proud to be able to spend the latter part of my career sort of pulling everything together from business and the arts and working with children today and doing something for them.
Well, maybe the second award will be a rectangle, not a triangle. Now, I got to ask you, this is a Norfolk Perspectives question to Bill Griggs.
All right.
You were on that sofa
yes?
the afternoon before going to see Justin Bieber.
I wish it was. Well, it wasn't Josh Groban, you mean?
Rumor has it that you had earplugs in, though. Is that true?
That's not true.
Oh, okay.
That's not true.
It was a little loud, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, there were two things about being on this couch that day. You had the Norfolk Animal Care shelter on.
Yeah, that's right.
They had a little cat named Isis. Well, that Isis is now a resident of my home, and she's a great little terror, and they're great. The animal care group is just absolutely wonderful. So shout out to Barbara Hayes. Thank you for that.
All right.
And that night we got to see Josh Groban, and he got to talk about
Josh Groban. That's
Josh
who it was.
Groban. And if you actually look at his latest video, you will see the people from Young Audiences and myself for an nth of a second in his latest video that was released, which was shot backstage while he was doing the meet and greet.
Okay, one last question for you. You've seen Josh Groban.
Yeah.
You've got the Young Audiences. You got the Triangle Award, Alley Award, Lifetime Achievement. Have you ever been to the White House?
I have been to the White House, but I was very young and very short, so all I got to see were the crown moldings.
Well, you got to hang around in the audience because our next guest can tell us if Michelle Obama is as physically fit as she says she is.
Oh, good.
You ready to find out?
I'm ready.
Okay, you'll find out when we come back. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Norfolk Perspectives. Well, I've got Gail Easley, who is the Executive Director of the Crispus Attucks Cultural Center.
Yes, that's correct. Thanks for having us.
Gail, how's it going?
It's going great.
Okay, it is always exciting to have you on the sofa because you always bring somebody who's really cool with you, and you always have something really super to talk about. But you were the first person I've ever had on the sofa that could tell us what's real at the White House. As I said, is Michelle Obama as physically fit in person as she is on TV?
First Lady Michelle Obama
Whoa, excuse me.
is amazing. an amazing woman, an amazing host, gracious, warm, and definitely toned.
Well, okay, there you go. Now, Tiffany Pilgrim, you're the student representative working with Miss Easley, right?
Yes, I am.
Were you up there too?
Yes.
She telling the truth?
Yes, she is.
Really? Now, why were you there?
Well, I've been with the RISE program for 3 years, and it was such an honor for having Miss Easley choose me.
Cool. And why were you up there choosing her? You guys are so humble.
We are humble, but we were very, very excited when it was announced that the Crispus Attucks Cultural Center was one of 12 out-of-school and after-school programs to get the National Arts and Humanities Youth Program Award.
That is so cool. You were on that, so right about there, in a
Yes.
different outfit.
Yes.
And you kind of hinted that you thought you guys were good enough to win. So I don't have that tape, but we got the tape of the tone. First Lady Michelle Obama. Do you want to see it?
Absolutely.
Okay, then we'll react to it. Let's run that B-roll, as they say.
All right.
At the Crispus Attucks Cultural Center in Norfolk, Virginia, focusing on the cultures of the African diaspora. Among its many successes, last year, 100% of the students in the steel drum instrumental music program went on to attend college or serve in the military. Congratulations.
Now, do you remember that? Come on, be honest.
Honestly, it felt like a dream. As I was watching that on the monitor, I had to ask myself, was I really there? Did this really happen? It's an amazing, iconic piece of architecture. It's an amazing home. And again, Michelle Obama is the warmest, friendliest person you'd ever want to meet.
Okay, she had her hands all over you, and you never hugged her back.
I did. What's funny about that? Well, they prepped us. They said, now you can't do the fist pump. You can't say, "Hey, girl, what's going on?" Just be gracious and get up and give her a hug. And I was so conscientious about how I was going to hug. I wanted to make it proper. And one of my friends said, Gail, you gave her a church hug. One of those kind of hugs that, yeah, okay, I love you, but look, we got to keep it moving.
But it was a first lady.
I know. I missed my opportunity. Well, hopefully I'll have another chance in the future.
Okay, now we got the award here. What's it really mean?
Well, it really means that this award just helps to recognize the fact that programs like RISE really have the power and the impact to transform lives. Some of the benefits to arts education is increasing academic scores, increasing graduation rates, creating positive peer relationships with children and adults, as well as giving children an opportunity to express themselves creatively.
Tiffany, let me ask you, when I say Attucks Theater, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Dance and a wonderful after-school program that I enjoy coming to.
So, because I think, let's talk turkey about the Attucks Theater. I mean, people will say, okay, it's a venue for theater and for performing arts, and yes, there are shows there that are unique, but sometimes they don't fill the theater. So what's the deliverable with the Attucks Theater in your mind?
I think the deliverable for the Attucks Theater is to really create a place where children in the community can come where they feel safe and they feel part of an organization, part of a community, and really have a chance to express themselves through the arts, give them a chance to grow through the arts. Tiffany has aspirations to become a Broadway dancer, so we're going to do whatever we can to get her on the path to where she wants to be.
Wow. Okay, because it's been, what, 8 years?
We've been here for 8 years, absolutely, yes.
So 8 years ago, I had bar stools and a table, I think, here. If you had been on the show, would you have told me you predicted you would have been at the White House?
That's an excellent question. If the question was posed to me back then, I would have said yes.
What?
Because I would have. I would have. When you have passion for something, when there is a need, when you're willing to put in the work, good things happen. And that's what I teach my kids. When you want something bad enough, and when you're willing to work hard for it, you will exceed and you will reach your goals. And one thing that I do know for sure, Bob, is that when children are given the chance to rise to the expectations, they will and they do.
Well, because Bill Griggs said kind of the same thing, that once you plug into that passion, it just takes off. So what about that kid who's not able to pursue his passion or her passion? I mean, what do you do with
Well, the beauty...
Or they're on the wrong passion.
Okay, well, and the beauty about the arts is that we're not just teaching them to be great dancers or great musicians or great artists. We're actually teaching them life skills. We're connecting them with mentors. You know, we're giving them the opportunity to become better people and giving them the skills to really make sure that their dreams can be fulfilled.
My daughter came home, my oldest daughter came home, about 20 years ago and said, I want to be on Broadway. And she's pursuing it. And I keep reminding her she's my pension plan.
Okay.
Which is code to say, okay, when are you going to get a real job, right?
Right. Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
come on.
Oh, yeah.
What do you say to that parent?
Well, that parent, I believe, just needs to stand by their child and support them and encourage them. And, of course, you know, when it's time to cut the cord, as they say, and give them roots and wings, you know, you just have to do that.
I got to brag a little bit about that gal that wants to be on Broadway to sing. The impact she's making on changing lives is awesome. And that's been a real job.
Well,
And
I'm sure you're very proud of her.
That's what you're doing for kids.
We are, you know, and Tiffany's a great example of that. When Tiffany came to us, she was a shy middle schooler. She was about 11 years old, and Tiffany could probably talk a little bit more to that point. And look at her now. I mean, she sits with purpose and she speaks with purpose, and she's articulate, and we're so proud of her.
So we need to give her a chance to talk.
We do.
Okay, so who told you could do it?
My mom, my dance teachers, Miss Easley, they all believed in me.
Now, did you have that dream to begin with?
Yes, ever since I was little and I've seen the Nutcracker, I was like, oh my goodness, I really want to do that.
And not only is she a great dancer, but the confidence that she's gotten at the Attucks Theater has enabled her to participate more in school. She told me that she has a little bit more confidence to go after social clubs or the orchestra, and also increase her academic scores. So it's been a wonderful experience for Tiffany, and I've seen the growth. I mean, I've seen it personally. So we're very, very proud of her.
So Tiffany, you're just as toned then as the First Lady.
Yes, I'm
Cool.
actually proud of that.
And you can go. Can you go on toe?
At point?
Yeah, point.
Yes.
I bet you Mrs. Obama can't. You guys have to go back up there and find that out.
Well, you know what? We are charged with that, and we'll get back to you once we find out.
Thanks for really having that hub of vitality and really a vision for the future right there on Church Street.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for having us.
Hang in there. You're going to be on Broadway.
Thank you.
Now, there's a great place to go to read about Broadway, and that's at Norfolk Public Library. Stay tuned.
In every glass of Virginia wine, there's a note of devotion, the spice of infatuation, instant attraction, and just a hint of true love. Follow your heart to Virginia's wineries, and the whole state is your tasting room. It's time to discover your local crush.
Welcome back to Norfolk Perspectives. I am so glad that my next guest is on the sofa here. Sonal, we have the opportunity to be in meetings together.
Yes, Bob.
But now we're going to get a chance to kind of talk about your passion, right?
That's right, my passion for life.
Yeah. Now, I got to ask you, have you ever been to the White House?
No, I've just seen it. I've driven by, and that's about it.
Yeah, so we have to work on getting there.
Absolutely.
But
we'll get there
over the
one day.
times, Norfolk Public Libraries have been nominated and won some significant awards too. But it's not really about the awards. It's about the interaction with people. Isn't it?
Absolutely. That's our profession, that's our drive, and that is our passion, Bob.
Okay, see, I thought it was about getting me to read Gone with the Wind for the third time.
No, it's the whole concept of libraries has changed dramatically. We have become places of choice. We have been referred to as the third place.
The third place?
The third place after your home and work. It's the libraries.
Okay.
So certainly we are, a place for a lot of families to come and visit, and actually but I would call it a destination for families to come and stay there.
So let me sit back in my chair because I want to level a complaint at you.
Okay.
Mrs. Harrell, when I was 10 years old, threw me out of the library because I was too loud.
That's right, Bob. That was then.
Okay.
And it's now.
Okay,
which
now
is
I'm
different.
hearing. Yeah, now I'm hearing stories they're doing. I mean, I can just picture this. They're doing reading for preschoolers as young as infants. So you got a 3-month-old. You're reading him Gone with the Wind,
Right.
and he starts crying. What are you gonna do with him?
Well, just nurture the child. Tell the mother it's just fine. It's okay. Because our Kids Zones, that's the purpose of our Kids Zones. For mothers, babies, children, preschoolers, whatever age group, to come and really enjoy themselves. And if there's crying, that's just fine.
So it's about relationships.
It is about relationship.
Because rewind now, and I forgot how many years ago. I remember there was a speaker that came in who was world known. He was a futurist, and the reason he came in to talk to us and that was because there were naysayers saying that libraries were dead because of the internet. Now I go in and I think it's at Pretlow, what, 60 computers?
Well, we have 90 computers. at
Excuse me,
Pretlow.
90 now?
Yes, sir. Well, let me just say this to you.
Okay.
Over the past year, we've had over 1 million visits to the library.
So that guy
That's amazing.
So the naysayers prior to him were wrong.
Absolutely. I've heard the story in the last 3 decades, and it's never come true till today.
Now, so what are they doing at the library? What are these visitors doing?
A lot of things. Like I said, it's become a choice for people to come to. So many things are going on. So it's not just about books. It's more than books. It's about utilizing the computers for job resources, for people building their resumes in this kind of economy. It's about families coming together for programs that are being offered. We have multicultural programs going on. We have certainly the preschools and baby story time programs going on. So a lot of things beyond the books. And so computers, people are coming to meet and do civic gathering kind of activities. We are utilizing, our meeting rooms are so booked up at every single branch because a lot of organizations come and use this. So it's really become more than just a place of books.
So it's a great place to connect.
Absolutely.
I know we were talking during developing the priorities for the city that you almost could walk to a library from wherever you are in the city.
That's right. That's right. That's the role of our neighborhood branches.
It's really bringing people together. Okay, I got it. I'm a little nervous though, because I'm about ready to finish off my latest paperback, and I love that paperback. I'm not supposed to tell you this. I can fold it back. I can dog ear it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I know. But I don't write in my books. I still can't. My
That's
wife
good, Bob.
underlines like crazy. I can't do that. But okay, but I can feel and I interact with that book. And now I'm hearing, okay, drag me into the 21st century, e-books?
Absolutely.
Where it's not really a book?
Well, you have to stay up with that trend and that demand.
Okay.
As much as, and I think that's one of the biggest challenges of libraries, to provide that balance for the people who still would love to do, as you said, roll that paper book and,
I know, you cringe when you say it.
Yes, but to still have that kind of demand going on, because we definitely have that, but also keep up with what our youngsters or even our, 50 and better population would love to have.
So you can come in there and get, so what do you take home when you get an e-book?
Well, we are in the process of launching ebooks.
Okay.
So hopefully by the late winter, early spring, people could borrow these ebooks. Actually, the way you borrow is download them.
I was going to say.
To your tablets, to your e-readers, to your personal computers, however. So.
Okay. Does anybody know the Dewey Decimal System anymore?
Well, we do as
librarians. Because you don't have the. What did you do with all those little skinny drawers?
Card catalogs.
Yeah.
Well, they have become online catalogs, and certainly are being used for the various print resources as well as electronics. So, yeah, I mean the library in itself is there and will always be there. I feel. We just need to keep up with the trends, not forget what we have. So preserve that. Mm-hmm. And that a great example of that is our SMC, the Sargent Memorial Collection. That's just amazing. And we are the next best in terms of local history and genealogy.
You know,
to the
you talk
state
about
of
relation. I was
Virginia.
talking with somebody the other day who's been in the city for a long, long time. And do you know you guys made her cry?
I've heard that story, Bob.
Yeah, she came in looking
Yes.
for pictures and found a picture of her late husband, which is really cool.
Yes,
So that's
It
looking
is.
backwards.
that is.
Now, she was there because she's investing in the future. Let's talk future.
Okay.
Slover Library.
Yes.
First of all, I'm going to ask you, who is Slover?
Well, the Colonel Memorial Slover Library. You know, the first citizen of Norfolk, the great philanthropist, and what have you. And we are just amazed and to get that wonderful donation and philanthropy from the Frank Batten Senior group. And we are just very fortunate to have this to look forward to. We are putting our best efforts into making this, as our Honorable Mayor calls it, a world-class library.
And it kind of ties in with what we've been talking about, because you're investing in remodeling probably one of the older historic buildings downtown,
Sure.
in making it viable for the Sergeant
Yes.
Memorial What are you going to call it? It's no longer
Sergeant
a room,
Memorial
is it?
Collection.
Collection.
Yes, because it is going to be an amazing collection.
But now next to it, there are all these concrete columns going up
Right.
and steel girders. What's
Right,
going on there?
Right. It's, in my opinion and my belief, being so involved, this is going to be a beautiful fusion of something so historic along with something so dynamic, trendy, and yet gives that assimilative feeling of, what a beautiful building this has come about. So it's going to be a beautiful 6-story on one side with the 3-story of the Seaboard historic side, with a forum connecting in between.
And to the forum in between, let's talk about that ceiling. Can it be built? It's going to be cool.
Yes, it will be very cool. Very cool, yes.
Okay, 2 things you've just said, I'm going to call you on it. When you went down the path of being a librarian,
Yes.
did you ever think you'd use the word cool and trendy in the same 2 sentences?
Actually, Bob, I did.
Really?
yes, because I've always believed that, there is a future, and you move with that wave of the future. So you go from present into the future, believing there are going to be cool and trendy things coming up. So I would say yes, I did.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you one more time then. Do you think you'll have a chance to go to the White House someday then?
Absolutely. Confidently.
There we go. Let's build those visions and dreams,
Yes.
and that's what it's all about.
Yes.
And I think in entering in a new year, rather look back, take that
Right.
quick peek back, visit the Sergeant Memorial collection, but with an eye toward the future all the time.
Sure, absolutely. I think libraries is a fantastic place for that kind of assimilation of the past and present and future.
So where a three-year-old can cry and a 10-year-old
And
won't
it's
get
all
thrown
right.
out because he's got a deep, vibrant voice.
Absolutely, positively.
I'll be there. Thanks a lot.
Right, Bob.
Thanks for
Pleasure.
joining us, and we'd like to hear from you what you'd like to see on TV 48, but more importantly, what's going on in your neighborhood and what do you want to celebrate in the new year? Give us a holler at 664-6510. And remember, it's a great, wonderful time to be in Norfolk just because of you and you.